Welcome, one and all, to the K.O.E. Nation for a very special, long time coming Spirits Review. 12 years coming, you could even...
That's enough! Get to the whiskey!
Fair,
I'm excited.
fair. We've got, folks, yes, Bulleit 12-year rye. I am your King of Extreme Phil, K.O.E., the man of the hour.
It's open. It's finally open.
The man with the power. The man that makes the other podcast cower. The prince and potentate of the political parlance. The lord of the Scottish Highlands. One damn handsome man if I do say so myself. And I am your regal master of rye tonight. And I am joined this evening by my indomitable broadcast partner. The one, the only,
the 16-time Revolutionary Roasted Podcast Champion, Quadruple Silk. I'm Jill Filter, your blend master of ceremonies. You can find me on social medias and all my podcasting iterations at Linktree/NotiRod. And that's enough of that shit. Let's get to the whiskey.
Yes.
This is Bulleit 12-year rye. Phil, when we started doing reviews of whiskey, and I came to the realization that Bulleit Rye is fucking phenomenal. We had that backed up not once but twice in a 10 rye flight, and then we went another step and went 32 team March Madness style against some heavy hitters. Bulleit Rye won a game. After the first time, I'm like, oh my god, that's delicious. I really want to try that 12-year that I physically saw with my own eyes in a store just sitting there and never even thought to pick up. Since that time, years have passed. Months have fallen off the calendar. I've gotten balder. Have not been able to find it because it was a product that was no longer carried. It's back. It's finally back. It's in my possession. It's open and it's in my glass. So now what we're going to do is we're going to drink this shit after nosing it. Of course, I'm eager, but not too eager. But this better knock my fucking socks off. And I am eager. Please, people in the comments, I would love to know how this stacks up against the former 12-year rye. So, on the nose. Wow. Oh, yeah.
It's like all the typical Bulleit Rye notes of like
Yes.
that heavy mint, but also a heavy oak.
Yeah, the extra aging does come through, but yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, if you put this next to a Bulleit Rye, like, I don't know if I'd be able to really tell the difference, but there is a little extra oak there. You're right. Okay. I'm ready.
Sanjiva. Oh dear.
Oh. Wow.
Oh dear.
Oh, my god, that's
Oh
smooth.
my. Yeah.
Wow.
All the roughness I was expecting from rye has all been rounded out and edged off into this beautiful, smooth delivery.
They take off. The finish does have a tingle, but it's not a spice tingle. It's a subtle tingle. It's more of a, what's the word? Orgasmic wouldn't be quite right or appropriate.
It's what you're thinking.
But it's the first one that came to my mind. It's a good tingle. It's not a spice tingle. It is very minty. I will say that if you're not a big fan of minty rye, this first drink might not be for you, but I'm enjoying it immensely. Oh, wow. This is, again,
There's a deep,
12 years.
piney toffee on the back.
And this is a 95% rye mash bill,
5% malted barley for
5%.
enzymes.
of course. This is 46% ABV. So this isn't even 100 proof. It's just the right amount of spice. It's just the right amount of sweetness. This is lovely. Yeah, it's very rounded off. Like, wow. This is delicious.
So, Tony, we get to the very
man,
difficult
it's
part
tough.
of this show. I've been actually kind of quiet because I've just been taking this in.
That's lovely.
This is what rye needs to be.
Wow. That's fantastic.
We're going to grade this on a couple of 5-star scales. 5 meaning you have to have it before you shuffle off this mortal coil. 0 meaning pass it on by. The K.O.E Nation has advised you well. We're going to grade this as a rye whiskey. As a whiskey. As a cask-aged spirit, it's shelving. And for those new to the show, the secret fifth question. So, Tony, as a rye, how would you grade this?
As a rye, this is up there, man. I'm going to go 4.5 stars as a rye.
4.5 stars.
Yeah. There are elements of it that might almost be too intense for some even standard rye drinkers. And then there's some that might not be enough for others.
There is like a heavy earthiness to its flavor.
Which I expected, given it's a Bulleit. It doesn't turn me away at all, but knowing that not all rye drinkers are the same, this is up there. It's real close. 4.5.
4.5. As a rye, I'm going to give this 4.75.
Wow.
This
Good.
is close to what
Very
rye needs to be.
Very nice.
Now, as a whiskey, I'm going to be a little less generous.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you go first.
Oh, as a whiskey, this is going to be really tough because there's no mistaking this for really anything other than rye. I will go 3.25 as a whiskey because you can't do much with this other than pour it in glass and drink it as it should be drank. You're not going to really cocktail this. You can pretend. We can make up ideas.
Smoky cocktail.
It's not going to be something that you're going to like go, oh, I just have to have that Bulleit 12 rye and whatever. This is how it should be enjoyed.
This is a straight up drink, yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm going to go 3 stars. Actually, it's a whiskey.
Yeah.
Now, as a cask aged spirit,
It's all in the casking. Took everything that's great about Bulleit rye and
made it better.
made it better.
So yeah, I gotta go 4 stars.
I'm going to go 4.75 as cask
Ooh.
because it knocked it out of the park. I
Yeah.
hope. And this metal.
Okay, 4.25. You
Okay.
made me kick it up at least a little bit. 4.25. So yeah, cask aging, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Now we move on to its shelving.
Oh.
Ooh, this is tough because it takes a lot for a rye whiskey to make.
Yeah, it does. Like for me, a top shelf rye is gonna be like a Michter's or
Woodford
specific
Store
Sackmore's. Sure.
Tony's got a little bit of a rivalry with that.
Yeah, this is a top shelf rye for me, hands down. If I just had any shelves, this is definitely upper middle, catering on top.
Middle to top, yeah. Like depending on which one needs a little more company. If
Yeah.
your top shelf is getting pretty empty, you could put this up there.
For sure.
If your middle shelf is getting a little empty, this would be front and center because it's a hell of a get.
Yeah.
So I got to give you that, T. Now, the secret fifth question. When this bottle runs empty, will you seek another? What did you pay for this USD?
This one was right around $50, maybe a little more, which is actually what I expected. So wasn't shocked on the price point.
$50?
Very fair.
If I could get my hands on this for $50, yeah, I'd grab me a bottle of this and keep it on hand. And I don't know, like this
I
might
know where you can find.
this might replace a couple of ryes I keep on my shelf because, you always got to make more room. But yeah, so this would be a great one to just have. I feel like making something with some rye tonight. This would be beautiful, brilliant for $50.
Yeah, what I like to make with rye is an empty glass, not empty anymore.
Fair. So, folks, as I'm known to say around here, all that being said, thank you for joining us here at the K.O.E Nation for this 12-year rye review. Folks, I hope all of you make it back here to the K.O.E Nation. Happy, healthy, much the wiser right here. K.O.E Nation, YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Twitter. Raise a glass to yourselves. God bless every last one of y'all. I'm signing off and handing it off to my indomitable broadcast partner. Tony, take it away.
An outro so nice, we had to do it thrice. So glad to finally have tasted this beautiful elixir, and we are so glad you joined us and took our opinions in. We will see you on the next review here at the K.O.E Nation. See you then.